Hey YouTube, my name is Gawd, and you're watching Gawd Cafe. So, today we're going to talk about filtering information outside of yourself. So, I did have a video somewhat similar to what this one is, which is me pertaining, speaking on religion and spirituality and how you have to filter, and we'll start there. You have to filter the information given to us at all times. Being that we did not exist prior, like you and I we're not born, when these things were established. The reality is to fathom that a couple hands, a couple brains have tampered with things before us. To deny that would be to deny the possibility of someone cheating on you. It would be denying the possibility of change occurring. You know what I mean? Like, so you think that no one has touched, the Bible all that time and has altered certain things in it, but they have to print it out, every now and then. It's just those type of things, it's just this type of things where it's like you need to fathom the reality of what is. And I'm not going to say the Bible, there's nothing right about it. I'm not saying that. Of course, there's certain things there, there's passages there that it's like, wow, like this was well written, it's poetic, and the lessons at hand, right? However, everything has a light and a dark side. So you have to filter out that dark side in all things. So you have to look out for that. Because the person writing that book could have just been like, yeah, and God don't like gays. A man and a woman should mate, And it could easily have been, a man and a woman are made, should come together to reproduce. And now they want to reinterpret it as God don't want men with each other. Where did you get that from? We're playing telephone at this point. We're playing telephone at this point. If that's what we're doing, we're playing telephone at this point. And we need to wake up to it. Because now I'm getting like, growing up as a gay man, it was just annoying to hear this whole religious, we're not accepted, when I was innately spiritual and I didn't need religion to navigate my spiritual journey. Thankfully, I was blessed with my connection to the universe and God, and it being so potent that nothing was able to deny me from God. Nothing. And still, it won't happen. And I hope you guys feel the same. You guys should not let nothing, get in your way when it comes to, you existing and wanting to be. You know what I mean? That's why we have to filter what is actually a fact and not. Because at this point, let's just lay it down. Like, oh, but my grandma believes in it. She's, stands by it. And my mom too. Great. And you think they were completely perfect on the way of growing up? No, there's certain things as an adult that you can see now that you yourself would have done differently. Are you going to discredit your grandmother or your mother's parenting because of it? No, because you're filtering out the good, you're keeping it, and you're excusing the bad. So do the same with everything else. Do the same with everything else. And I'm being stern and tough just in case your brain wants to, let me just embed it in there. Filter everything outside of yourself. And the thing is, you do not have to rush to filter it. You could dwell on it if you're not sure how to filter it. If you're like, but how do I know? You just, you play the devil's advocate. You ask questions on both sides as if there's a debate, in the room, but you do it within yourself. You kind of like listen to the pros and the cons, the positive comments in your head and the negative, and to assess which one actually has more of a point, right? Because if someone says, no, God would never let anyone touch that book, right? Someone may say that. God would never let a single soul change a word in that book. That's the same person that would swear that their wife or husband would never cheat on them. 10 years later, or not. You know, that's the thing about life. If you don't accept that all realities are possible, you're going to gag every second of the way. You're going to gag till you fall into deep delusion, where you'll get so lost in the sauce, there's no coming back. And I'm here to save ya. I'm here to give you the tough love, wake you up, and tell you what it is, okay? So you must filter everything outside of yourself, okay? Now, there's also, and I tell my friends this, I'm like, guys, you, because like my friends will love like the advice I give, but I even tell them, but also filter what I'm saying because I'm human and I may just be talking out of my ass. You know, I'm also aware that I'm not perfect either. Although, you know, some people may, you know, think so sometimes because of certain things I do or say or won't do. You know, sometimes that's the thing about people seeing us. They may perceive you as, you know, more idealized or perfect as you may feel, and you maybe feel nervous to act because you don't want to ruin that image or whatever. But I'll say this, you have to act in your full, genuine self, and that in itself is perfect. To be imperfectly you and to kind of just exist and accept and have that compassion for yourself, for it makes people feel the compassion for themselves as well. You know what I mean? So how you vibrate is how you make others vibrate around you. So that's why filtering information outside of yourself and not cutting people off the minute they say something you don't like, but to kind of consider it perhaps. Maybe their expertise is, and their life perspective is making them see this way, and perhaps the universe wants you to hear this to contemplate it. Sometimes the universe wants to see if you're just gonna eat anything thrown at you. So it's both. That's why you have to filter what's said to you. If something resonates so deeply, you know it's for you. If you're like, I don't know about that, then that's where the filtering was occur. If you have to go, I don't know about that, listen to that. That's your intuition saying, filter that away, or think about that a little bit more, because maybe you don't like that, but you may need it, so you may have to dwell on it and not dismiss it right away. And sometimes you may be like, that person's ego is a little, you know, feeling the type of way, it's not doing what I'm doing, and if that's all it is. They don't hate me, it's just their human self feeling low frequency at this moment. So we have to start understanding us as humans a little bit more, and how, you know, we are comprised of all things, good and bad sometimes, and it's about filtering it through. And the more you filter through, the more you access more of what you want. You know what I mean? It will let you actually get to where you need to go, you know, and not be so distracted and emotionally, you know, disturbed. Because a lot of the times when we react to things, it makes us emotionally disturbed. But yeah, that's about it for today. I just wanted to make a brief little video about that, filtering information, reinforcing that about religion. The reason why I reinforce that with religion, because it's so heartbreaking that so many people have missed out on their spiritual journey because of what was so told to them at a young age, how they're not accepted and loved by God. Imagine someone said that to your ass. If you're not gay or straight, just like feel for us for a second. Imagine somebody said that to you when you're a child. Think about everything that impacted you as a child. What makes you think that it impact us? Thankfully, it didn't impact me, but I'm feeling empathy for the ones that, you know, are my age and gay as well, and lost in the sauce and far from spirituality. And I know it has to do with the fact that religion was presented that way to us. That's why I'm okay talking like this. Because if you know, if there was a push like that, well, I gotta push back, you know? I gotta fight for us too, and let everyone know, like, you're not gonna keep doing this to our youth. You're not gonna keep fucking making our youth feel like, oh, stop existing the way you want to exist because God doesn't like it. Like, what type of fucking manipulation shit is going on over here? Disgusting. Anyway, if you feel the same, please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Gawd, and you're watching Gawd Cafe. Until next time, my fellow Gawds.